Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a message from Spirit for Gemini season. Take what you feel is for you, disregard the rest, my friends, and go about your day. But know that no matter what messages come through today, it's still up to you and how you incorporate these messages into your day-to-day lives, the choices you make, and the steps you take to get your fulfillment in this world. And that is personal freedom, my friends. So for all my subscribers, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you feel like this resonates, please feel free and subscribe. Join the journey with me and let me encounter your energy more often. It'd be wonderful to have you along this ride. I'm going to take a moment just to call in Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel. I'm going to ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself this reading and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel for only the most far-reaching of messages for our highest good. I'm hearing a lot of light already too. One of the things that we may want to do is really pull in the light right now. I heard understanding as well. But almost like if you have a selenite that would be really helpful as well. But imagine kind of like I see this tornado of light all around you. Kind of imagine that this light is swirling around you and helping to rejuvenate, re-energize, and to purify your light body. So let's see here what we have from Archangel Gabriel, please. Messages, thank you. And you get perfectionism. You can see that. Sorry about the glare, guys. Polishing your creative project is fine, but don't allow perfectionistic fear to allow or result in procrastination. And when I was pre-shuffling these, I got keep going. Not to give up, not to stop, right? Just to keep going. Everything's not going to be perfect. You're not going to get everything right on the first try either. But also sometimes if we have held on to, we don't want to do something because it's not going to be perfect, we stop ourselves from expressing our creative expressions, if that's the way to put it. How I would liken this is, for me, it's hair. Okay, I don't do my hair properly. I don't curl it and do stuff like that because I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to that I think it always looks dumb and it's never right or never perfect. So I just say whatever, I'm going to throw it up or I'm going to wear it down. This is the kind of thing, that's me aside here. But if any of you guys can relate to that, knowing that, not to thwart your creative expression because things aren't perfect or exactly as you envision them. You get helping children here. Part of your life purpose involves teaching, guiding, and helping young people. Speeches and speaking. You have important messages to deliver that can help others. Recognition. You and your accomplishments are receiving appreciation and honors. Don't let that perfectionism hold you back. And then inspiration. Pay attention to the inspirations that you get. Yes, your idea is divinely inspired. Take action accordingly and set it into motion. We are also starting with a new moon in Gemini, probably on the 22nd. I'm filming on the 21st. So this is also an idea to start thinking about in this coming month, in the season of Gemini, what would I like to put into action? What are the plans I would like to make? What are my goals for this month? Setting goals as well as speaking is really important. Communicating with people, communicating with the people that you love, and as well as I feel like you're going to be getting some recognition for some of the things that you're talking about, and that what I feel as well is that whatever you have to say may really help and inspire other people. So don't keep it to yourself for fear or worry of what other people may say about you. And what I heard as well is lack mentality. Let's try and release lack mentality. And for some of this could be helping the inner child. This could be helping your inner child to see that you are lacking in nothing. You are perfect exactly as you are. We all have building and growing to do in our lives, but we are perfect children of the universe. And let's also help remind our children and the children around us that they're perfect just in the way they are, that they're beautiful divine souls, and they're worthy, right? So that's part of that. And they want me to show you the bottom of the deck, which is birth. Some of you, this could be a baby. Some of you, this is a brand new idea that in the time of Gemini, whatever seeds you start to plant at the beginning, by the end of Gemini, you're going to see these birth out into the world. So new life, such as a baby, an idea, happy news, or an exciting project blossoms within and around you. So again, pay attention to that inspiration you get. Allow it to flow through you and be expressed how it needs to be, rather than you putting your ego self or your judgment on it with this perfectionism. So let's get a message now from Earth Magic Oracle for Gemini season, please. General message. Movement, River, and you have the summer solstice, which will be right after Gemini season when we come into Cancer. So there is movement happening, and how I felt with this birth is by the end of Gemini, whatever this comes, whatever this idea, these new ideas, this recognition, it's going to start to take form and be birthed into existence. By the summer solstice, I do feel like that is whatever ideas you're working on now, you will see some movements. I heard challenges as well. Of course, we're going to experience challenges. There may be something along this river that, you know, it looks peaceful here, but up the river more, you can't tell what it's going to be like. There could be something blocking the movement, but it's up to you and your creative thinking and problem solving to be able to figure out, how do I move forward from this, as well as get out in the sun, soak up the sun, soak up its radiance. Also, sometimes one of the things you can do for perfectionism is ask the sun to help burn away with its wonderful cosmic rays and its powerful energy, to burn away anything that would block you from basking in your true glory. Anything that would have you think that everything you do is not good enough. You are perfect and a divine being right here, right now. And this is, really, really, truly accepting the radiance that you are. They want me to read a little bit of the book for you for summer solstice and radiance. Let the radiance of the sun inspire your inner radiance to shine forth. Release concerns about what may happen in the future and focus on appreciating everything you have that is good and right. Allow Father Sun to take away your worries and cares. Do something physically active to stimulate your inner light. Dance, sing, but most important, get outdoors. Do not let any negative thoughts or habits stop you. When you are in love with life, you naturally radiate that love. During this part of your cycle, your capacity to love is greatly amplified. In one of those supreme ironies of life, the more love you give, the more returns to you. It starts by allowing the radiant being you truly are to be expressed into the world. Smile a little more. Notice the beauty of nature. See the humor in the paradoxes of life. Show your love, especially to those with whom you are closest. Then smile even more and watch how the world around you lights up. It's a pretty powerful message in itself. So let's bring some messages now from the Wildwood Tarot and see what wisdom, tarot wisdom, we have for the time of Gemini, please. Thank you. You got the Seven of Bows, and in this deck it's clearance. In other ones it could be confusion, misinformation, deceit. And what is nice about this one though is, and struggles oftentimes. In other ones it's about struggle. Sorry, I was reading the air, so this is not arrows. Deceit and confusion, that's more with the arrows. But this one, but I don't actually think that was wrong in saying it. Spirit has a reason for that. So this is about clearing out the struggle, clearing the way of your path. If there's a blockade along your movement, Spirit is saying now is the time that this can be cleared. This kind of energy can clear out. So this could be, again, asking the sun to help you, to help burn away what has been stuck in your way. This could be ego. I heard family for some of you as well, and this isn't in a negative sense, but there could be, you could have family restrictions as well, or belief systems that have been passed down that have sort of held you, that you've held tight, or have held you to a core belief or core idea that is now being released to help you move into a more true and authentic version of you or path of life. And the other one here is the Ace of Arrows, the spark of life, the breath of life. Oh my gosh, I'm getting everything mixed up. I do believe that Mercury is going into retrograde throughout Gemini season as well, and that is Gemini's ruling planet. So there could be confusion though. There could be mixed up words, and your speaking may be something that you have to just kind of be a little bit careful with. Remember that you're here to inspire others, to talk your truth, to speak your truth, but in a way that is kind and loving. In just a minute, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. So, clearing away as well for new thoughts, new ideas, new ways of thinking. And as well, this arrow, it is shooting up. So you're not really sure how it's going to land. One of the things I'm hearing as well with this speaking and recognition is that we can speak our truth, we can say what we need to say in a way of love, but we can't be sure how it's going to land. So if there has been struggles between you and another person, another group of people, an institution like work or anything like that, if there's been struggle now, there is some recognition coming that, you may be right. Okay, you were right. That's what I'm hearing. You were right. So pay attention to your inspiration and know that with this birth, I feel like this is the same thing. A breath of life. This is birthing a new idea. I feel like it's going to be taking form. So can you tell me more about this Ace of Arrows, please, with the breath of life? And this is the Wildwood Tarot for anyone interested. Okay, tell me about what's being cleared right now, please, Spirit. You get the Guardian, which in this one is death. We're clearing out old, stagnant energy. And false belief systems as well as old bones, right? Because here this is used as a fear tactic. Don't enter the cave. Look at this. And I mean, in primitive times, that's what they would have done. They would have wanted to intimidate and show their power in certain ways like this. But there is definitely something being cleared in a major, major way. The 10 of Bows here is also responsibility. With the 7 of Bows here, where there's been maybe a lot of frustration and a lot of kind of squabbles, and I heard it could also be internal. That's also being done. So we're putting an ending to the places where life has been difficult and there's been a lot of struggle. You get the 6 of Arrows here, which is about moving past those, moving on into calmer waters, as well as I feel like there's a real importance with the moon here because there's something that's being moved on because it's being illuminated. As well as for some of you, this is one of the things I'm hearing as well, is that by the time of the full moon in Gemini season, this is where you're going to start moving forward and again seeing the birth of something changing. But this is really important because I feel like in order to make some of these changes, you really are going to have to open up and talk about it. You're going to have to talk about the struggles that you've had. And we get the Page of Bows here, which is the Stout. And this is moving towards something passionately, taking the first steps. So as we're thinking about things, we're getting new ideas, we're also going to have to start moving towards those new ideas. And what are we moving towards? You have the 3 of Arrows and jealousy. I want to clarify that. Tell me more about that, please. Thank you. And you have the 3 of Bows here, fulfillment. I feel like taking movements actively to move beyond heartache and jealousy into a place where we can work together. Tell me more about this. That is 2 3s as well. More about these 2 3s, please. Alright. So you get the Seer, something that's very much in the ethers. This could be communication from the divine. This is trusting your intuition as well. They want me to show you the bottom, which was the 4 of Stones here, about protection. And the 8 of Stones, which is skill. Oh my gosh. And the 8 of Arrows, which has been struggle. I feel like this could even be during the time of quarantine. We will get to these. But during the time of quarantine where we've been kind of in our house for protection, maybe you're learning new skills. Maybe you've learned new lessons as well. And as with this 8 of Arrows, this isn't our thought on where are the struggles, right? What have we struggled with mentally and internally? How have we learned to overcome those challenges? How her coping mechanisms as well? Is there anything that we've done as coping mechanisms that is now time to release? Because with these 8s, this is cycles, right? This is cycles of time and cycles within our lifetimes that's saying, no, it's time to release those. That this particular 4 of Pentacles as well, or 4 of Stones, is protection, is Bambi sitting in here. And I feel like for some of you, you may have been keeping to yourself to kind of learn your lessons because being around other people could have been a struggle. But trusting your intuition with the Seer. You have the 8 of Vessels here as well. That's 3 8s. And this is the 8 of Cups. Rebirth, renewal, by letting something go that's stagnant. by letting whatever has been here, kind of whatever's needed to be cleared, whatever's caused hardships, whatever endings need to come, whatever, has been too hard for you to carry, it is really time to move past them. So the last card that came out here was the King of Vessels too. This could be water sign quality, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could also be because we have summer solstice here and the King of Vessels. You could be seeing kind of on the cusp, Gemini, Cancer cusp. So by the summer solstice, end of Gemini season being about June 21st, June 20th, 21st, you could see clearer waters is what I'm hearing. But this needs to be balanced in emotion as well. That we're not holding on to old ideas, or we're not holding on to old hurts or old pains. I feel like this page of stout is saying don't make moves out of jealousy for something somebody else has. Work with spirit for this work with spirit, work with other people to create something that you would be proud of. And this is also, when it says fulfillment, it's like you can see what's coming for you. You know that there's recognition coming here. It's just a matter of time and planning, as well as what I heard. And not allowing the hurts from the past to stand in your way. Not allowing jealousy over what other people have and that you don't. To stand in your way. And for some of you, I feel like that may have been a struggle. I mean, we all struggle with this at some point. But that's that idea of lack mentality, not coming from lack mentality, because you have everything that you need here. And the only 8 that is not currently out is the 8 of Wands, 8 of Bows. Which the 7 of Bows is here because it's time to move it. It's time to clear it. The 8 of Bows is the 8 of Wands is something quick, right? Could be travel, could be, quick communication or insights. Feel like that's where our energy is going to be going, though, is whenever we start to come into full alignment with ourselves, with spirit, with other people, when we can express our emotions in I heard masculine way, but not necessarily masculine. It's just because this is the king, right? This is the masculine energy of that water energy. Some of you, again, it could be a man in your life. It could be a group of people in your life, but I feel like this, as well as you really owning that it's okay to have emotions. He has one foot in and the rest of him is out, being able to look at the surroundings and the landscape around him, but still knowing in his heart how he feels. And as well as I feel like this is moving past any kind of confusion about how you feel. Tell me more, please, Spirit. The 5 of Bows. I love this one because in this one, it's about empowerment. There is also a very phallic symbol in here, so there could be masculine energy with the mirror. That we're using our times of struggle, and we're using this self-inflection, I think is the word, or reflection, taking time to see our parts in things. Take also times where, rather than looking at things in jealousy, rather than moving forward with our plans in spite, as well as what I heard. Instead, what have you learned about you, and how can you use that information? If there's been shadow periods, if there's been stuff that's been hard, whatever you had to clear, how can you use that to empower yourself now? Okay, so I'm going to bring one message from the Psychic Tarot Oracle. Oh man, the bottom is victory and success. We're going to throw that out there. And obstacles and challenges. Authority, masculine energy. Could also be an Aries, but this is you overcoming whatever you've needed to overcome. Again, remember that recognition and spirit is saying you will be recognized. There will be victory. There will be a birth. So keep going. Don't stop. Don't let little obstacles get in your way. Use your problem-solving skills again and think, how can I master this? How can I move through this? As well as, this is a 4. What foundations do I want to build? Tell me, please, Spirit. Oh, thank you. And you get passion united or ignited. So with this is a new thought space. This is our doing space. So first we need to clear things in our mind, clear hardships in our mind and work through them so that when we are presented with the opportunities of a lifetime or opportunities that are for us, we say, hell yeah, I'm going to take it. That's mine. I've been holding this for a while. The fire energy is strong in this as well. I feel like there may be fire. You may have fire in your chart too, but there's been a lot of lessons with these 8s. There's been a lot of lessons that needed to be learned through our challenges. And that's simply, our soul contracts, what we signed up for in this incarnation. What lessons did we need to learn? And, usually we don't learn lessons in the easiest way. Many of us are hard-headed. Many of us need to be shown a different way and to be able to shake us out of our existence or our reality that we may have held on so tightly. It means that we have to overcome things that are difficult. But there is radiance here. There is also with this a sense of masculinity, as in your doing self, in the stuff that you can do, and holding authority over yourself as well. That whatever you do, put your heart and soul and passion into it, because it will bring victory, and you will be recognized for this, and there will be new starts happening in your life. If it's not in a physical, tangible way, it'll be in a new way of thinking, and I feel like that'll set you free. So that's what I've got. The bottom of the deck is intuition, much like this, which with the seer. Use your intuition. Follow your gut. What does it tell you to do? If things don't feel right for you, if they feel off for you, don't do them. And if something feels like it is yours, then go for it. As well as this could be, take some time to meditate. And she's wearing this ankh, I think it's called ankh, around her neck, this key. There's an importance there to trusting your feminine power, to trusting into what you may know and see without actually knowing and seeing, and honoring your true self, and really, really trying to put past the old stagnant energy and move into something more vibrant. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope it landed well. I love you all, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.